Well, hello there. It's the Archivist from tradingcardarchives.com, and today I'm here to look at those wonderful Alfons Mucha cards by Kayou. This is an art card set. So this is a trading card set, officially licensed, printed by Kayou, one of the biggest trading card publishers in the world, published in China, and it is based on the art of Alfons Mucha. So Alfons Maria Mucha was an artist in Prague area in the late 1800s, mid to late 1800s. He was born 1860, died 1939. Worked in the Art Nouveau period, and is kind of famous for painting Art Nouveau style women, but then with these beautiful backgrounds like this. So these beautiful, like really intricate stained glass style background designs. That's kind of Alfons Mucha's trademark style. All these kind of like line work and very intricate designs. So we're really looking forward to these cards because obviously the cards are going to echo a lot of that design language. Now, before we get too deep into those, just because we are looking at a historical figure from the 1800s, I figured why not open a Pieces of the Past 1800s edition? And it's probably not going to happen, but we could get a Mucha card in here, right? It's not impossible. So I don't know for sure that he's even part of the set, but he should be if he's not. And so this is a relic card set from Super Break Sports. Super Break Sports produces this product, and it's just a history card set. I'm also doing cards and coffee right now, so I've got my coffee and I'm trying to drink it. Very good. And so each of those boxes will have 4 packs, and every pack will have 4 cards, and one of those cards will be a relic card. And so that's kind of what we're going to open here. And so there's Franklin Pierce, a contemporary artist of Van Gogh. And there's Emily Dickinson. And then for our relic, we got some inventors. So this is Albert Einstein, Tesla, Graham Bell, and Thomas Edison. And these relics here are then going to be like, various pieces of newspaper and things from the same era as those inventors. And so within the set, there's all different kinds of relic configurations. You can get single relics on the card, jumbo relics, dual, triple, and then the quad relic like that is sort of the best one that you can get. Although in that case, that particular relic, mostly because this one's blank and none are handwritten, just it isn't that interesting. There's a Tesla. Wells, so there's Henry Wells. Butch Cassidy. And then we have a 1800s Tom Ketchum. And the reason this kind of looks a little bit faded is there is a protected film over that. I just haven't removed it. There's Tom Ketchum. Gotta catch him all? No, he is not the person who invented Pokemon. Tom Ketchum is not the inventor of Pokemon. That would be Ash Ketchum, who is a different, completely unrelated person. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's this is why you don't trust the archivist with history. Not a good idea. Marie Curie, also probably not a great idea. Charles Schwab, Bill Pickett, and then we got Nat Love. Nat Love, very cool. And so again, it's just relics from that period of time in history. It's not like an art focus set. They do make an art focus set, although I don't have a box of it here. Otherwise, I probably would open that instead. But 1800s seemed appropriate. Hamilton. This fellow looks very surprised to have his picture taken. J.P. Morgan. Wyatt Earp, and then Wild Bill Hickok on the on our last relic there. Super cool. All right, and so that is the relic cards that we'll open for today. Let me get those kind of moved off the table, and then we can get into Mucha, who I'm very excited for. Mucha's an artist that I personally love quite a bit. Mrs. Archivist and I were actually going to visit Prague just to see his museum. So we were going to fly over there and go to Mucha's museum in Prague. But we were going to do that like right before the pandemic happened. And then the pandemic did happen, and our flights all got canceled, and Europe got closed. And so, yeah, we never ended up going and haven't rescheduled. So we haven't gone back yet. A little bit more coffee here. He is one of our favorite artists, and it is my hope to someday be able to see his museum. Let me show you the flyer for this set before we get into it so we can kind of see what's exciting about it. First, AliExpress here is Choice Day is coming up. So a lot of these boxes are going to be on sale, although sale is still pretty high because of tariffs. It's just the way it is now. But the tariff prices are built into um, the uh, the price now, so you won't at least get a surprise charge afterwards. So you're still getting like free shipping, but you do have to pay, you know, about $10 more per box now. So like this Mucha box is going to cost you about $40, not on sale, but only about 35 on sale. So yeah, like I said, starting tomorrow there will be a nice sale, and I'll get links into the video for all this so that you can see where I bought it from and use the same store and stuff. And it should work. Like it should ship just fine. It's just a matter of the cost being a little bit more. And so here's our flyer. First, you got the new Kayou logo. You can really tell they're starting to break into the Western market because they're not using pictograph hanjis on their logo anymore. It's English letters. It is a 10 yuan box. That just is a measure of sort of how valuable the box is. There's Mucha himself, one of the few portraits of Mucha that exists. A little bit of history of Alfons Mucha. You can see there 1860 to 1939. And then this is what the box will be. And then here are the different cards. And so you can kind of see that we're going to be looking at an L rarity system. So this L1 down here is like levels. So there can be level 1, level 2, level 3. And so on every card there will be an L. So you can see here's an L2. So this is level 2 cards. Kind of look like posters. And so the thing with the Art Nouveau period is it was one of the first times where art and advertising really started to mix a lot, right? Prior to that time, advertising and creative art were separate endeavors for the most part. Creative art was very much focused on teaching, part of religion, like it would be a lot of like that kind of thing. Whereas advertising was very just like formal and didn't usually have a lot of creative art. But in the Art Nouveau period, that mid 1800s to late 1800s, is when artists like Alfons Mucha broke in and started to create creative artwork to sell products. And so you can see here champagne biscuits, right? This is just a product that someone wanted to sell, and they hired Alfons Mucha to draw this artwork. And so his art became very pervasive because it was used in advertising. And this is a fast, like, I'm sorry, I'm an art history major, so you're going to get a lot of that now. But yeah, there was a very interesting time, and so where we live now, where AI is designing ads and things, is like an advanced form of that, basically. And so we've just kind of continued this way of where the creative endeavors are exploited to sell products. It's a strange thing. It's a strange thing for sure. But here's an L3. You can see again, just absolutely gorgeous cards. A lot of Mucha's work were long form images. So these are almost like scrolls. They're very long. And so I expect some of the cards will probably be a longer size too. And then there were different series that he made, like the Flower Girl series. But here's another, here we go up to the L4s now. Beautiful cards here. This is, yeah, L4 again. Then we have some gem cards, topaz and ruby, up at the L5 level. And then these must be these look like, yeah, these look like the uh, grand scheme of things. So this is the L5. This is like the top cards, if I had to guess. Yeah. And so these are the different rarity levels that we are looking at, and then those are those black border ones. There's only 10 of those in the set, and so there will be 18 packs per box. And then within the different packs, there's different rarity configurations. So from these rarity levels that we just went through, those are packed into the boxes. So half the packs have these rarities and the other half have all of the other rarities. So even though there's 18 packs in that box, really only 9 of those packs can have this top rarity level, this one with that symbol in it, right? That's only in half the packs. So it's kind of something you got to understand about Kayou is that they take their distribution seriously, and when cards are rare in Kayou sets, they are actually very rare, and so it is not likely that we will pull one of those CS black border cards unless we get incredibly lucky today. Being an art and culture set, it's probably not as popular as something like My Little Pony or Transformers, right? But it's I think really interesting that companies in China do these types of products because you never see this in the West. Could you imagine if like Pops created an art set, right? It's not something you find very often. I think the closest we've had it was Cardsmiths, which is a much smaller publisher than Pops, made a Bob Ross art set once, and that was kind of the best that we have ever gotten, really. And so I had to basically destroy this box in order to open it. These boxes are very secure. They have like 3 different rip strips. And then there's also plastic in there protecting you from accessing it from the bottom, which also has 3 rip strips. So yeah, modern Kayou boxes, you're not going to be stealing packs from. It's very difficult to search these boxes. Um, and they do transform. So the box has a tear here and along here so that you can rip it and turn it into a display box for your store. And then Kayou has been sending these mini flyers with all of their boxes recently, which is great. It's basically going to be a lot of the same information we just went through on the website. In fact, probably exactly the same information, but it'll give us that at least a permanent version of that. So now we have that. Awesome. And then for packs, there should be 18 packs. Let me just count them to make sure. They're definitely tall. I don't know if you can tell, but the packs themselves feel tall. I have some Kayou Transformers packs here, so you could see the difference. See that? Like we definitely are dealing with a different pack size, probably a fully different card size here. Uh, wow. I they're not going to fit in sleeves, I don't think. I wasn't prepared for this. Oh, there's only one card in a pack, too. Oh, and we got one of those black borders, like, right away. Oh my god, we got a diamond one. Well, remember when I said there's no way we'd be pulling one of those, because that's just crazy, and how could you possibly pull the top card in the set from the very first pack you open? That's just insane. That never happens. Oh my god, we just did that. We just literally did that. Sorry, I have to get this sleeved, and it's gonna be tricky because it is a very big card. So I'm using jumbo 139 point sleeves, and they're just barely fit over this card. Like just barely. They're really tarot size. That's what this is. It's a tarot size card. I'll have to sleeve it later. I can't quite get that on right now. But yeah, that is wild. That's amazing. That's the L5, and I don't know if you noticed, but it's the diamond version. So it's like the very top card in the set. Uh, I'm gonna go attempt to price that, although I doubt anyone is selling these at all. But I'll be right back, okay? Yeah, and no one is selling these yet. But still, fantastic. I feel honored. Although definitely I guess I didn't realize this. It probably says somewhere on the flyer, but you really need tarot card sleeves if you're going to get these, because these are tarot size cards. Great, they're great looking cards and absolutely fantastic quality too. I mean, they're thick. They don't they're not like bendy cards. They feel like tarot cards, so they probably are printed the same way. Um, very wow! Oh my goodness. Okay, that's just an L2. I don't know if you can see the like really intricate foil work done on the interior of the card there. It's just exceptional. Uh, this is wow. Look at the roses on the back too. Fantastic. What a set. Good God. You kind of wish now that every artist had a set this beautiful. I don't think I've ever seen a treatment this nice for an artist before. Check that out. Wow, that's the carnation. So even though we're only getting one card per pack, I still feel you feel like each one is kind of a treasure, and so you feel sort of honored to even just be looking at each of these. Wow, those are gorgeous. I'm gonna just say it. This is my new favorite trading card format. If every trading card was this size and style and big like this, I think I would be very happy actually, because these look great, and I think you could do a lot with it. Oh man, another one, just amazing. And like I said again, the cross between the advertising and the art again, because this is an ad for basically Nestle uh, baby formula is what that's an ad for, and it's uh, also one of the most beautiful paintings ever made, right? Kind of an interesting crossover there. The Sleigh Epic. So Mucha also, you know, painted just regular paintings, and so that's what these cards are kind of depicting. Yeah, this is fantastic. I am incredibly, I'm just like over the moon with this. This is precisely what I was looking for from this set. It's everything I wanted. There's an L4, very very nice one. Maybe one of the this might be one of my personal favorite Mocha art pieces. Yeah, and again, I'm sorry, I just don't have like tarot size sleeves, but I will definitely get some. Like this is the kind of set where I will go out and buy tarot sleeves just for this set. As soon as as soon as this video is over, I'm gonna go get some from the card store. Like I'm not even gonna wait for Amazon. That'll take too long. I'm gonna go to a card store and get some. Check that out. Oh my god. I mean, it's the coloring of the skin here to this orange in the hair to this red and the border and the green. You know, just a absolutely perfect perfect image and so well rendered on the card. It's just something you're not going to find. And I just like, again, I know it comes from China, whatever, but like, no US company will ever make anything like this. It's not going to happen. Like, it just won't. And it's sad, but it's true. Amazing. And even if you don't necessarily have like an appreciation for classic artwork and things, you can't help but look at some of these and just be your breath just gets taken away because it's just such a beautiful image. And that's, that's the mark of real art, right? Like a lot of people ask, like, what is art? Like that's kind of what art is. Check out that use of light and the way the light, is so focused where the people are here and then fades off into the distance. And it's not centered either. Like it's composed a little bit to the left. And sorry, art history major. I cannot. Still can't believe we got one of the black borders. Because I remember looking at the flyer and I'm like, oh, we're never gonna get one of those black border cards, but they sure do look cool. First pack. Absolutely epic again. This is the first tarot size pack that I've set that I've opened from Kayou. I think I've opened a lot of their sets, but it's different from the ticket cards. I don't know if you remember, but they were making like My Little Pony and SpongeBob tickets a few, maybe like 6 months ago. Those were bigger than these. So these are like, you know, tarot size, like exactly the size of a tarot card. Yeah, opening this just makes me want to get on a plane and go to the museum again. Like, I just wish to do that. Although I don't think well, probably right now is okay, but uh, we're running out of time to visit Prague before it gets too rainy and cold. Incredible, right? That's an ad for some like cigarette rolling papers from a company called Job. It's one of the companies Alfons did a lot of art for. Wow, that is wild. Because like, okay, so this is commemorating the independence of the Republic of Czechoslovakia. So obviously, like, if you're culturally from there, like this is the meaning of this is incredible, right? Like this is almost like the American flag or something. Okay, down to just two more packs, and I'm sad about it. I'm not kidding. I'm sad. I have another box, like it's in the giveaway pile, but I'm thinking of going grabbing it and taking it. But this is another one, just very typical of Mucha. Like this is a very much like Mucha style, and I'll show you some of the elements that you'll find in almost all of Mucha's work. First, these corner pieces here. See these little corners? So there'll be a circle and there'll be two little corners. You'll see that in almost all. Sometimes they'll be empty, sometimes they'll be joined, but they'll be always there, right? Then the other thing is the circle behind the woman's head. That's always going to be there. It might be half, it might be a quarter, but there'll always be a circle. So circle, 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 sort of circle, circle, kind of always there, right? And then if you see the entire, if sometimes the paintings are cut here because that's kind of the coolest part. But if you see the full painting, it usually is the full woman all the way to standing, but then the floor will be separate. So you can see here, there's like a line in between those two. That is actually typical of his art. And so we'll see it. I'm hoping we can see that on others here. Nope, not on any of the others, but that's pretty typical where the art kind of continues between them, but there's actually kind of a line. All right, enough of that. Let's open this last pack. Is it going to be another black border? No, that would be crazy. Um, but still, let's check it out and see what we can get. Is it just a? Oh, it's a dupe. It's a dupe of that. Too bad. Still, we did fantastic. I mean, we got obviously one of the best cards in the entire set right here. This is fantastic. An L5 diamond, a diamond L5. So like a special version of the L5. How absolutely beautiful is that? And then, you know, also an L4 here, and then just fantastic set of cards generally. I'm over the moon here. Of course, I do need to go get new sleeves, but I'm happy to do it. This is like one of the few sets where I'm like more than happy to go get tarot sleeves just for this set. This is amazing. Um, I hope you enjoyed watching this too. If you're a fan of Mucha's art, let me know in the comments what your favorite work is, or if you saw it here today, that's great. Or if there's another artist that you would love to see an art set like this. I mean, this kind of really referential treatment is something that only I've seen Kayou do. But they could do that again. Maybe they could do a Van Gogh set or something like that would be kind of amazing. Or Rodin or something like that. There would be so many that could be done and would be just epic and amazing. But for now, I'll go ahead and end the video here. And yeah, wish you all a lovely rest of your weekend. Bye bye, everybody.